Hello everyone, this is Austin from Raw Bliss. A little different start to the day. I went for a nice bike ride, did a little resistance exercise, very little bit of yoga, and then had a video chat with my mom for about an hour and a half. All is good there. It's warming up in Washington State, so that's good to hear. And yeah, so yesterday didn't really go according to plan. I was supposed to go to work at like 7:30 and didn't end up happening because my bike kind of broke down on my way to work. So yeah, so it kind of got stuck like on this very busy street, and I decided just to park there and call into work. Luckily, I got a coworker to cover my class for me, and yeah, so then I kind of just walked around, got a little juice, and I was waiting to hear from my mechanic. I didn't hear from him all night until like 8 o'clock. So I was there for like 2 hours just kind of walking around, not knowing what to do. And so I ended up, I just locked my the keyhole in the motorbike, and I just took a taxi home. I was like, you know what? Just deal with it in the morning. And I just contacted him. He was at like a birthday party last night or something. And now I'm just waiting to hear back so I can get a taxi back to that location. It was just like not starting at all. Like I would turn the key, I would press the ignition, and it would just be like buzz, buzz. Like it wasn't trying to rev at all. So I don't know, it might be the battery or the starter or something, but we're gonna figure it out. It's about 9:30 now. I'm just kind of walking. It's nice to walk. I really should do it more often. We just get so lost in our comforts of like motorbikes, and I used to walk like over 10 miles a day. Like in Borneo, I would do that a lot because it's not really motorbikes there. You kind of just walk and take a bus, or you have to take a car because it's very long distances. But anyways, the beach is over there, so I'm gonna go chill at the beach and wait to hear from my friend, the mechanic, and the guy that I rented the bike from. I didn't want to go to just any random mechanic because I could get scammed very easily. Be like, here, you have to pay $3 million, and then I'll fix it. I'm like, no. So anyways, gonna run across here to the beach. I how cheap taxis are here. I paid like $1.50 for like a 10-minute taxi. It's like a nice Uber, you know? But yeah, the place where I parked my bike, the bike was not there. Freaked out a little bit, but then I talked to the store owner and she said motorbike. And I'm like, yeah. And then she gave me this address, which is like 7 minutes down the road, so I'm gonna walk down there. Interesting things are happening today, you know, it's exciting. So we're gonna see, yeah, let's see what's going on. I gotta push it to my mechanic anyways because he's not available till the afternoon. So I'm literally gonna walk it over there like another 15 minutes, but yeah, okay, see how that goes. Just got back from the place where I found the motorbike, the address that she gave me. And it was at the police station. Yeah, the police station. So I was a little bit hesitant. But you know what? I was like, you know, it's better at the police station than it could be somewhere else. I don't know how they got it to the police station, or maybe they towed it there. Like the police like saw that I parked there too long or something, and they towed it. And oh my gosh, that girl is so cute. She's running. It's like a full-on like track athlete. But yeah, I went there, and then they were like, whenever there's like a Wi-Fi thing, it like cuts off the video, and it's like, do you want to connect to Wi-Fi? I'm like, no. But yeah, they were like, where's your driver's license? I was like, oh, I gave them my Washington State driver's license, and they're like, yeah. And then they give it back to me. I was like, oh, okay. And then they're like, where's the registration? And I was like, oh, it's in the motorbike. So then I unlocked the motorbike, and I gave them the registration. They took a picture of it, and then they're like, okay. And they're like, get out. And I'm like, you know, I showed them that it didn't work. I like tried to start it, and buzz. And then I'm like, I push, you know. It's funny, there's no one at the police station that speaks English. Like, there was one guy there that spoke like a very little bit of English. But yeah, it wasn't too hard to communicate with the one guy. He was pretty good. Anyways, I pushed it out of there. I have a very heavy bike, and it's very wide, so I'm like walking down the road. First, I tried to like straddle the bike and like walk on both sides, and that was, of course, I do like the hard way first. But then I stood on the side of it, and then I pushed, and it was a lot easier. Wasn't much downhill, wasn't any uphill either. It was just kind of level. But luckily, the police station was only like 10 minutes walk from the place where I bought the bike. So I successfully made it there, and I gave the key to the guy that I bought the bikes from, his mom, and she didn't speak English. She was kind of confused, but he told me to give it to her, so I gave her the key. So now, just gotta wait till the afternoon for the mechanic to hopefully fix my bike so I can get it back this afternoon. It's really not that bad. Like, I can walk around, like there's fruit everywhere. I can just chill at the park and yeah, do my thing. So yeah, success. I want to tell you guys, always have the best outcome in your mind. Like, always envision, like, oh, of course my bike's going to be there. Like, never think of the worst possibility. I used to do that all the time. I used to like overthink and just think, oh my gosh, what's the worst thing that could happen? Like, don't think like that, because that's how you determine your reality. Truly. People think it's like cliche, or like I'm being like, you know, new age woke or whatever. But seriously, that's how this life works. I've seen it over and over and over and over and over again. You always want to have the best outcome in your mind. That's just my experience. So anyways, it's like 11 right now. I'm munching on a hand of bananas. Kind of smashed in my bag. Yeah, I got like a bunch of those, like 13 bananas or something. Gonna munch on those. Smashed a few coconuts at the market. And I spread some smiles, you know? When you're walking down the road with your bike, people know the struggle, man. People have done that before. They look at you, they're like, and then you just give them a smile back. You're like, yeah, you know. Had some good interactions today. It's a little adventure, you know. The day's only half over. So yeah, it's just try not to get too caught up when things get bad. Like when I was traveling Asia, all around Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, India especially, things got really bad, and I let it get to my head. I was like, oh my gosh, this sucks so much. I'm so sad, and oh, I don't, you know, like I just want to cry and lay in bed and blah, blah, blah. But like, life's not that serious, you know? And when you don't take it that seriously, just everything flows easier. Everything's really, you know, I don't know. I'm just I've noticed that I've evolved over time, adapted to being in difficult situations, and it's made me a better person. It's made me more relaxed in these situations, and yeah, just smile and laugh about it, and it's all a big game. So anyways, I'm really glad I got that sorted. It's a nice little lesson, you know. I probably should have, you know, in hindsight, I should have just pushed my bike home last night. I didn't think about that, or pushed it to the guy's shop, the guy's motorbike shop. I never thought about that. And then he texted me. He's like, "Oh, did you push it home or did you leave it there?" I was like, "Oh, I left it there. I never thought about pushing." You know, you see people here all the time. They'll be like, you know, one of their friends will be driving, and then they'll be on their bike that's broken down, and they'll have the, you know, the little foot pegs, and then they'll just be like, the guy with the motorized bike is like pushing on the foot pegs so that you're just, you know, you don't have to push it manually. You're just steering pretty much, and they do that a lot. But yeah, maybe I could have called one of my friends, but it all ended up fine. And yeah, the police station was pretty close to the guy's motorbike shop, so that was very convenient. But you know, everything happens for a reason, and this was a nice little lesson in patience and stuff like that. The police were pretty dang chill. Like when I was pushing the bike out, there was a police officer coming in, and he was like, "Oh, hello," and he just started laughing, and I was like, "Oh, hey." Like, people are so chill here. It's not like America, you know. People would. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little weird adventure experience that I've had. Thought I'd share it with you. I thought it was interesting, and maybe you guys could learn something from it. Show that, you know, Vietnam is not a, you know, terrible, dangerous place and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. Make sure to eat raw, stay blissful. Peace out, guys.